The Dragon Ball Fusion World card game is coming up on its second anniversary, and with all the hype from the reveals at the Spirit Bomb Festival, we're seeing a big influx in both players and collectors. The game has never been more popular, and sealed products and singles have been flying off shelves quicker and at higher prices than ever before. As with most TCG games, the rarity systems and pull rates can be rather confusing. It certainly doesn't help that Bandai does not release these stats to the public. But don't worry, I got you covered. This is a complete guide to the rarity and pull rate systems in Dragon Ball Fusion World. We'll start by learning how to identify the cards. This part is pretty simple. All you have to do is look at the bottom right corner of the card, and that's where you'll find the set code and the rarity symbol. If the rarity symbol has a star next to it, that means it's an alternate art version of that card. Commons. These are your basic run-of-the-mill cards. They usually have lower cost and simpler effects. Most of the time, these cards have basic art or screenshots. You'll see a lot of these when opening packs, usually around 7 or 8 per pack. Most of them end up as bulk. Uncommons are a step up, yet are much more common than the name would suggest. They're usually a bit stronger and have utility effects that can really help early game. You normally get 2 to 3 of these in every pack. There are some really cool looking uncommons out there if you look hard enough, but most are not very collectible beyond a master set. Rares. In normal sets, rares are the first cards you'll see with holofoil. This is also where the stronger, more important cards start showing up, usually with abilities that complement a certain leader. These are often key pieces for decks or useful tech options. You'll typically pull 1 or 2 rares per pack. This is where the artwork tends to step up a bit as well. Leader. Each leader represents a different character, or a different form of that character. This is the anchor of your deck. It dictates your color identity, and it has its own unique ability. It also stays on the board the entire game. You usually get around 4 to 6 leaders per box. Even the normal versions look pretty cool. Next on our list is the super rare. These are usually deck-defining cards with very useful abilities, and they do not come in every pack. They're holofoiled with texture and are the first on our list with any real collectability. You will see 8 of these per box, which is good because they make up the bulk of the important cards in your deck. Secret rare. High-cost cards with heavy-hitting abilities that can wipe out big threats or end games. These are easily the strongest cards in the game, with most decks running at least 2. Artwork takes a real step up, usually extending to the edges with no text box. These cards are much harder to pull. Usually it works out to roughly 1 every 2 boxes, or 1 in every 36 packs. Alternate arts. This is where the real chase begins, and honestly, this is where so many collectors fell in love with Fusion World. Alternate arts replace the normal card art with a full-frame illustration, and a lot of them are based on designs by Akira Toriyama himself. Any rarity from common up through super rare can have an alternate art version. Those share a pull rate of about 1 to 2 per box. Secret rare alternate arts are a different story. These are much harder to find, usually about 2 per case or roughly 1 per every 6 boxes. Those are the cards most collectors are really hunting for when they open product. And at the very top, we have super alternate arts. These are true grails of Fusion World, the best of the best. Some of these cards sell for thousands of dollars, and for good reason. They're extremely rare, with pull rates around 1 per 3 cases, or 1 every 36 boxes. They also replace the SCR slot in the box if you're lucky enough to hit one. Most collectors will never pull one, but that's exactly what makes them so special. Promos. Promo cards are not often found in standard booster packs. These are released through events, tournaments, or special products, usually after a set or leader comes out that is missing a key ability to make that deck viable. Pull rates for normal tournament packs are 1 in 6, but that is not the only way to get these. Some are given at battle events as participation prizes, while others are included in specialty sets like the premium card collection or limited packs for the manga sets. Energy markers. Energy markers are used during gameplay as key or as 1 energy if you go second. They feature different characters, and many of them have gold alternate art versions. Some of my favorite Fusion World cards are energy markers, like this Shinron from the first anniversary collector's set. Pull rates for the gold versions vary depending on the product. Lastly, we have stamped prize cards. These are special prizes from official tournaments such as Ultimate Battle, Regionals, and the World Championship. You can't pull these from packs, you have to win them. The championship versions are some of the most sought after cards in the world because they're earned, not opened. Their supply is permanently limited, which makes them the true crown jewels of Fusion World. Whether you're opening packs to play, collect, or chase those super alternate arts, now you know exactly what to look for and what the odds are. If this guide helped you out, make sure to hit that like and subscribe, and let me know what your best Fusion World pull has been so far. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.